Hi everyone and happy Friday. Hello to Bakersfield and hello to my other two classmates in the College of the Canyons. Okay, let's just say I'm 40 and I am not technologically advanced, so I have to physically pivot back and forth between the video and my monitor for these slides. I've tried this like 3 times and it's always upside down, so just bear with me. We'll get through it because the content's there. Okay, so Ed Talk, session numero uno. I hope that's straight. I hope you guys can see it. Sophia Sobko talks about in chapter 5, self-sabotage. We have Jasmine, we have Mateo, we have Esperanza. They're all really bright kids. They want a good future for themselves. They just don't know quite how to get around that homework issue, that pesky homework issue. Jasmine's the perfectionist. Mateo likes to ask for help. That is his strong point. And Esperanza's a bright kid. She's soft-spoken and she's bright. Jasmine is a perfectionist. She's afraid to get stuck, I think. She's afraid to put words down on paper, and I think she's afraid to fail. My son's going through this right now, and I don't understand it, sorry, because it's like he'd rather fail and not do the homework than put a pen to paper and try and get a marginal grade. I don't get it, and it's making my year quite wonderful, let me tell you. The teacher doesn't get it either, but I think that's part of Jasmine's problem is she's afraid to fail. So my son's kind of going down that road. It's not fun. I don't recommend it. Mateo, he is a bright kid, but when he goes home, you know, his family and friends do not push homework because his friends probably aren't doing homework. So he's going to the gym, he's going out at night, he's doing his thing. And Esperanza, she just gets stuck. It turns out all these 3 kids, same kind of issues, but they just get stuck. So what can we do as teachers? You know, all of them kind of say they forget. Like the second they get home, I guess they just kind of forget. It escapes their mind. So in this day and age, we do have technology, which you can see I'm really fabulous at. But, you know, there are reminders all over the place. There's apps. You know, you can email your students weekly, daily. My son's teacher emails me daily. So I know it's out there where you can remind them. Okay, I hope this works. I really do. So when your teacher says to turn in your homework that you didn't do, forget me not. So it's just reminding the students to do what they need to do and encouraging them, saying, hey, you know what, you can do this, you can finish this, you're smart enough and I believe in you. That's half the battle too, right? It's confidence. That's what it boils down to. That brings us to Paule's Wake Up Club, and we need, in his essay he's talking about, or the chapter, he's talking about bridging the gap between the majority, which is Spanish speakers, and then, you know, you have the Farsi speakers or the Taiwanese or whatnot, and how to bridge the gap between them, because in this particular chapter he's talking about how the majority, which are the Spanish speakers, they have more opportunities because, again, what does it come down to? Confidence. They have more group peers, more people that can speak their language. So, you know, I think maybe outside connections, because they talked about that, it does help. Things like flag ceremonies or anything kind of outside the classroom that bridges that gap between the mainstream, which in this case is the Spanish speakers, and the Farsi speakers or whatnot. It opens up their social expectations a little bit more, or their social circle, and hopefully gives them more resources, because the other people, the non-majority, so to speak, need those resources in order to feel confident. It's funny, I was talking to a coworker today who is bilingual, and I asked him, you know, were you in EL? He was for a year, but his confidence level, he said, was not very high because he wasn't in the mainstream, right? He wasn't in the mainstream class. So his mother, after a year, did take him out, and he never went back. But same thing with my other coworker, she said the same thing. So we're going back to the slides now. I hope this works because I don't want to do this again. Assuming and wondering as a teacher won't provide you with solid answers. Listen up. So I hope this works. Okay, so, you know, bottom line, listen to your kids, listen to what they're telling you, because like the book said, wondering and waiting and hoping and almost, you know, wanting to kill yourself, no pun intended or whatnot, you know what I mean? Like pulling your hair out and wondering, it's not going to do you any good, and it's certainly not going to do your kids any good. Then we go into Danny Martinez. Here's my 3rd slide. How to vary languages and literacy practices count both in the classroom and also in real life. How to vary language, so it's kind of funny in here because that little girl, there was an article about Columbus in '99, and a little girl talks about the Billies. And I laughed, and all the kids were laughing. I have a case of the Billies myself. Okay, it's 5 o'clock, but I'm an overworked mom too, and between men and everybody else and kids, the Billies. Okay, bye.